Well, we are here today to talk about the Vision House Austin, which is an architect design home that we are collaborating on. This is a unique project because it's really intended to showcase how sustainability begins with design. It is addressing climate responsive design. So talk a little bit about how Andersen's products contribute to sustainability at the design phase.
When you think about sustainability and windows and doors, a lot of times we're talking about recycled content and other things that happen after the fact, but the design of the building is critical. And in particular, our products, we put a lot of emphasis on air and water performance and long-term performance of this. And so when we think about sustainable designs, making sure that they're installed properly, that they are easy to install, the performance is not only at day one, but at year 10 and at year 15 and year 20. That's a really important thing. So when we think about sustainability and our design of our products, we think our products are uniquely focused and positioned on long-term performance and durability, which over the lifetime of a building makes a huge impact on the world.
Talk a little bit about how your products specifically address climate responsiveness, but then also how your business is ensuring resiliency.
We think about that a couple different ways. Maybe first of all, I would say our products themselves, and we understand and are anticipating that our products are going to be in more extreme environments, whether that's higher amounts of hurricane events or just more extremes. And so on that side of the things, the way our products are used, if you were to come tour our R&D center, you get to see how we do a lot of simulation of very high temperature extremes and UV extremes. The original purpose of that is to try to accelerate life prediction of products, but it actually set us up so that we have a really good sense of how our products perform in more extreme environments, and we have a long history of that. From the sourcing side of things and how are we responding to climate, there's really the supply chain crisis that we all went through several years ago, I guess 4 years ago now, 3 to 4 years ago, really taught us some pretty tough lessons around resiliency of your supply chain. And that we have since we spent a lot of time in our company to build a more resilient supply chain. And by doing that, we have done things to respond to things like wildfire risks in the western part of the United States or into Canada. We're responding to certain products have a much bigger impact on the world and climate when you ship them across the ocean, and that ultimately leads to a more resilient business and a more resilient supply chain. But there are opportunities when you're doing that to also be thinking about and integrating the different circularity concepts and other types of climate change related impacts.
Now, you mentioned the word circularity. Are you incorporating circularity into your manufacturing processes? Are you looking at developing take-back programs, or do you have any in place already? Talk a little bit more.
Pretty quickly, actually, moving to much more of a regional-based manufacturing footprint. We've announced we have started up a plant west side of Phoenix. We just announced we're going to start up another plant south of Atlanta. Part of that is to certainly go after business opportunities, but a lot of it also is a circularity, and we're minimizing our shipping and impacts to the world. The other thing on circularity is we have a long history of using recycled materials in our products, very well documented, very public out there, and everything from the recycling of different wood components to vinyl components to other plastic components, and we're continuing to push the limits of that. We're also actively working on, again, no matter what you do in manufacturing, you're going to have some amount of waste. What can you do with that waste? So we're putting it back into our products. We're also working with several partners across the building product space to use our waste to provide everything from fillers to heat sources, other things for them to make their products. Over half the industry is about replacement and remodel. So every window, we like to talk about every window we make, we get one back. It's 100% return business. And so what can you do with that return? And there's more and more outlets for that. And we're putting a lot of focus on that, up into including we have a corporate venture capital group inside of our company that works on investing in startup companies. And we have made a lot of progress with companies that are trying to figure out a way to build a business around this idea of building product waste, in particular window and door waste, to provide feedstock into their products.